It's May, and you know what that means. Summer movie season is here. Now, are we off to a good start or a meh start? Hey movie fans, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is the latest installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that's been going on for almost a decade now. Wow, that is a long time. It feels like just yesterday I was watching Iron Man, but it's been almost 10 years. This time around, we follow the Guardians yet again as they're going around more experience this time around. They're just doing what they did on the first one, except with more experience. So how is it this time around? Is it better than the first? Is it a great movie? Well, it's not as good as the first one, but it's still highly, highly enjoyable. There's a mixed bag. It's your standard Marvel movie. It's what you kind of expect, but the good thing is, with Guardians, you don't know what to expect. Just when you think you're getting a hold of the Guardians universe, they throw you some other curveballs. But the great thing about the Guardians of the Galaxy section of the Marvel movies, for the time being, is they can get a little more outlandish and goofy, and it's something different. Marvel movies at times can feel a bit formulaic of this, just kind of what you can expect. Whereas the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, it's quirky and fresh, and they continue that trend in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. There's a lot of new fun elements that are brought in. There's new character dynamics to the team, with a couple new people joining the Guardians of the Galaxy squad, and they were welcomed additions. All these new people that get added to the roster really actually helped make the film better. They worked off the existing cast really, really well and had really good chemistry. That being said, the original cast more than held up their end of the bargain this time around. They continued to evolve and get better as characters. For me personally, my favorite character from the first one and my favorite character from the second one was Drax. Drax was highly enjoyable. I really liked him a lot. And his dry sense of not getting any form of humor, which in itself is funny, actually excelled even more so this time around. Like, you could tell in the first Guardians of the Galaxy that Dave Bautista was still trying to get his footing as understanding the character of Drax. This one, he definitely understands Drax and understands the character and just kind of what makes the character work and what makes the character funny. That can be said about any character in this role, in this whole movie. They get the roles that they're supposed to have, and they just continue to excel in those roles. The chemistry, once again, is spot on, with some hilarious moments and frankly, some dialogue in there that you're just like, I never ever thought I'd hear that line in a movie, let alone a Marvel movie, because it's Guardians of the Galaxy. It kind of works. It's just wacky and fun, and it's something different and frankly a lot of fun. The villain in this, how do I say it? It's complicated. It is, but it isn't one of the better Marvel villains. Like, it's definitely a twist for those that don't know the comics. The other ones are, the ones that have read the comics are like, yep, we can see this coming a mile away. But it's good and it's bad. It's kind of hard to go and explain without detail, but it had this really interesting twist, and then once that twist is delivered, it's just kind of another generic stop the bad guy and save the universe. It was really fresh up until a certain point, and then it wasn't. However, the action scenes were a lot of fun. You got really invested because you liked the characters, and the characters had more depth this time around. They go into more backstory about different characters than the first one. The first one was more of, here's the backstory of the main crew. This time around, here's the relationships between the different characters, and as well as some of the new characters, so you felt more invested. And I'm not going to lie, there's a couple genuinely good emotional scenes with not just Drax, but Yondu's back this time around. Both of those two characters have a lot of emotional weight this time around, and it's really refreshing to see. It's not just a standard superhero movie. There's some genuine feelings and some genuine we are a family moment, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. Now, I will say that up until this movie, Amazing Spider-Man 1 had my favorite Stan Lee cameo. I think this film may have usurped that, just maybe, because what is implied with that, well, not so much implied, but outright stated, without going into detail, is kind of awesome. As well as some of the end credits. Yes, I mean some. There's 5 end credit scenes for this movie. 5. So you're going to be sitting in your seat for a little bit. Don't worry, most of them are fun. And there's a couple that kind of point the direction of where the Marvel Universe will be going forward. Not just to Infinity War, but kind of beyond Infinity War, which I thought was interesting that they clearly have some long-term planning thought out. As a whole, I thought Guardians of the Galaxy was a lot of fun. It was not as good as the original, but it still had a lot of fun moments, some great humor, great action, as well as some character depth, which essentially is what I want from a good sequel. Just take characters to places, both physically and emotionally, that they didn't go to in the first one, and just give them more depth and layers, because we need more time with them. That's essentially what the movie did. So overall, I give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 an 8.5 out of 10, as I thought it was a lot of fun. Not as good as the first, but still a really good time and another solid entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, what are your thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Obviously. If obviously is the subtitle, which I think it might be, let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you like what you've seen and want to see more, subscribe to the channel, or find me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at Uncharted Media. Stay sharp, movie guys and gals!